When it comes to power, few individuals wield more of it than today's global leaders. Heads of state command massive populations, influence economic systems, and oversee national security apparatuses. With that level of responsibility, it's no surprise that countries spare no expense in protecting their most valuable political figure, from elite bodyguards to bulletproof vehicles and hidden bunkers. These are some of the most heavily guarded leaders the world has ever known. Recep Tayyip Erdogan, the president of Turkey, is no stranger to controversy or enemies. With a political career that spans decades, from mayor of Istanbul to prime minister and now president, Erdogan has built a reputation for bold rhetoric and political maneuvering. And with his growing list of adversaries, his security measures have become equally formidable. On a typical day, he's accompanied by a core protection team of about 60 bodyguards. But that's just the start. When he travels, snipers are strategically positioned in nearby buildings, sometimes numbering as high as 3,000 when risk assessments call for heightened vigilance. These are not ordinary guards. They're elite marksmen trained to detect even the slightest physical movement that might indicate a threat. His motorcade is an imposing display of force, often comprising up to a dozen armored luxury vehicles, each packed with heavily armed personnel. Incidents involving Erdogan's security detail abroad, including confrontations with protesters and foreign security officers, have made headlines, underlining just how far his team will go to shield their leader. Armed with Turkish-made weapons like the Yavuz 16 and the MPT 76, his team is equipped to handle high-risk encounters with military-grade force. These rifles have effective ranges reaching up to 600 meters and can fire hundreds of rounds per minute, enough firepower to repel a small army. Next, we look at Narendra Modi, the Prime Minister of India. Despite India's ongoing challenges as a developing country, its top official is guarded with a level of detail rivaling any G7 leader. The Special Protection Group, or SPG, is tasked exclusively with protecting the Prime Minister and his immediate family, with an annual budget surpassing $48 million. Modi's security ranks among the most expensive in the world. The SPG consists of thousands of highly trained operatives and operates a fleet of specialized vehicles, aircraft, and surveillance drones. Their standard attire includes formal suits, dark sunglasses, concealed communication devices, and compact firearms. On ceremonial occasions, they blend into the environment with traditional clothing, while remaining fully armed. The Prime Minister's convoy includes a series of bulletproof and mine-resistant vehicles, led by custom-armored BMW 7 Series sedans and Mercedes-Maybach S6 M50s. These cars are rated to withstand everything from explosive devices to chemical attacks, and many of them are equipped with oxygen systems and fire suppression units. An electronic countermeasure vehicle travels with the convoy to neutralize radio-guided threats. In the air, Modi flies aboard specially modified Boeing 777 aircraft designated as Air India 1, complete with defense systems similar to those on Air Force One. For shorter trips, he has access to military aircraft including Lockheed C-130Js and Embraer business jets. Even his airspace is monitored by helicopter patrols and Mi-17 V5 gunships outfitted with armor and night vision. But protection doesn't stop at the equipment. SPG agents go through grueling selection processes, drawn from elite police and military units. Once admitted, they undergo psychological testing, extreme physical conditioning, and advanced tactical training. Only the best remain, and their loyalty to Modi is absolute. In Guinea, interim president Mamadi Doumbouya represents a different kind of leadership, military in origin, backed by firepower and loyalty. A former special forces officer, Doumbouya came to power after leading a coup against Alpha Condé, the very president who once promoted him. Under Condé, Guinea poured millions into building up its military capabilities, some of which would ultimately be used against him. The elite Special Forces unit created to combat terrorism and smuggling was turned into a powerful security wing. These soldiers trained with foreign partners and learned advanced combat techniques, making them some of the most capable troops in West Africa. Now loyal to Doumbouya, these forces are equipped with heavy artillery, anti-tank systems, and air defense platforms. Their mission? To ensure that no similar coup threatens their new commander-in-chief. Given their training and equipment, they're more than capable. Mohammed bin Salman, Crown Prince and Prime Minister of Saudi Arabia, commands both economic and military power on a vast scale. As the de facto ruler of the oil-rich kingdom, his security reflects the geopolitical weight he carries. His rise to prominence was accompanied by sweeping control over Saudi Arabia's military, intelligence, and internal security agencies. He consolidated power by restructuring command chains and creating a centralized body that reports directly to him. This agency, the Presidency of State Security, has become his personal intelligence and protection force. Reports suggest his cyber and physical security units are both elite and expansive.
In 2019 alone, over $20 billion was spent modernizing the kingdom's defense infrastructure, money that also reinforces the prince's personal protection.
With growing threats and controversies surrounding his leadership, including his alleged connection to the murder of journalist Jamal Khashoggi, his tight security is as much a necessity as it is a symbol of authority. In China, President Xi Jinping operates under one of the most secretive and structured protection systems in the world. His security is overseen by the Central Security Bureau, which commands the Central Guard Regiment, a military unit trained by the People's Liberation Army. Xi's personal security unit includes thousands of officers operating under multiple regiments. During a state visit to Hong Kong, his motorcade included dozens of vehicles. Helicopters patrolled overhead, and his personal guard carried briefcases that double as bulletproof shields. These agents are outfitted with disguised weapons and reinforced suits, ready to respond instantly to any threat. Roads are shut down, surveillance blanketed the city, and armed units are placed at strategic points, sometimes days in advance. North Korea's Kim Jong-un may be the most militarized head of state on this list. As a dictator rather than an elected leader, he rules with complete authority and complete paranoia. His personal security detail includes both a close-range team of bodyguards and an entire military division known as the Supreme Guard Command. This force, said to exceed 100,000 soldiers when fully mobilized, is dedicated to only one task: ensuring the supreme leader's safety. Elite troops jog alongside his limousine, and secret bunkers are scattered across the country in case of an attack. New recruits to his inner circle undergo deep background checks spanning generations to ensure absolute loyalty. Donald Trump, during his time as President of the United States, required one of the costliest security operations in U.S. history. In 2017, Congress allocated over $120 million to protect Trump and his family, nearly double the budget of previous administrations. The Secret Service used cutting-edge surveillance, tactical response teams, and a motorcade anchored by the Beast, a custom limousine with military-grade armor, tear gas smokescreens, and a sealed oxygen system. Air Force One, Marine One, and Ground Force One provided secure transport across land and air. Multiple agencies coordinated daily operations, and Trump's convoy often exceeded 30 vehicles, including K-9 units, medical support signal jamming vehicles, and even replicas of the presidential car to confuse attackers. Finally, Vladimir Putin's security is perhaps the most secretive and extensive. As president of Russia, he faces constant threats, both foreign and domestic. His elite personal guard, nicknamed the Musketeers, operates under the Federal Protective Service, FSO. These men are hand-selected for their physical and psychological endurance and undergo specialized training that borders on espionage. Putin's routes are always scouted in advance. Jammers prevent remote detonations, and food is sampled by security staff to prevent poisoning. His motorcade includes mobile command units armed with anti-air and anti-tank systems, and snipers are stationed throughout every location he visits. The FSO has sweeping powers to search, seize, and detain without warrant, all in the name of national security. Power, as seen through these leaders, comes with a price. Whether it's armored convoys or personal armies, the lengths nations go to protect their top officials are extraordinary, and in today's volatile political climate, that level of security might be the only thing standing between stability and chaos.